Almost drew him in the end. Whoa. Like Hannah did that one time with the Grandmaster, right? No, I'm not sure. Drawing into 2600 with black is pretty good. It's more than pretty good.
That's
It's
epic.
awesome.
Holy hell.
Yeah, it's very good.
Congratulations.
Also, I was thinking this because Joel does coaching for so many streamers. Joel should just be part of the Chess Dojo.
Chess Dojo coach.
We're always looking for more strong players to join the community. So, yeah.
A 5
I
person
know
group
Joel
Well,
does
it
a
chat.
wasn't
lot
me
of
and Lila.
studying.
Me and Joel are sharing a room, so
Mm.
I know Joel does a lot of studying for chess, so I think he would immediately just have a million things to put in the heat map every day.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
So
Nice. Yeah, yeah. Well, there's plenty. Yeah, there's plenty of room to study in the dojo. Lots of room. Heat map is very accommodating. It can handle so many hours. No one has yet tested the limits.
oh my god.
But you guys actually played a classical game yesterday, which I was watching a
Yep.
bit. It was very exciting.
You were watching it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I was. See, that's the thing.
You
It's
guys played a
like,
classical game yesterday?
yeah,
I
didn't
yeah,
know
yeah,
that.
mistakes. It's like we're invested.
We decided like 5 hours before that we were gonna like before he slept. We were like doing the some stream, and then and then I was like, well, I still have to do my classical thing on my training plan. He was like, I still have to do my classical, so we did it. I don't know, like I don't know. He won, but
no, I
don't know what to.
win.
Yeah, like it was a weird game
You were
because at the
you were
end,
killing it. Like at the end that end game. Like anyway, let's not go too much because I've got like so many thoughts of like ideas that I had during the game.
Okay.
We can go on, yeah.
Oh, Eskia, thank you for the raid. Anyway, what did you think of the game, Kostya? Or did you have thoughts?
No, it just looked like a very interesting game. It was like a good fight, Sicilian.
Yep.
Both you guys not really shying away. So I didn't see like the full game, but it seemed very, very interesting. So that's great training. I just think that's like, I think you guys are on the way. You're doing great. If anyone doesn't know, these three, myself, we're playing the Maya Open later this month, starting in basically like 3 weeks, and
That's crazy.
we're working hard. We're training hard for this tournament. I think we're all going to be like streaming it too, so it's going to be a whole thing, and it's like a real event. Sometimes people think like these aren't like real, like this is going to be like a real tournament with like FIDE arbiters and directors and the whole thing, like boards, pairings, results, players, spectators. Actually, the playing hall, I don't know if it's going to be the same playing hall this time, but last year was an interesting playing hall where it was like at some kind of like school where we were playing almost in like an auditorium with like seats, like rows of seats.
Oh
For
wow.
like the audience. Which was nice because you could sit in them when it wasn't your turn and like spectate some of the top boards because you could see like the DGT boards. So that was cool.
Yeah, it sounds kind of nerve wracking.
No, very relaxing. And there's like you get a little like a tiny like little cup of coffee downstairs. It's fun. But anyways, we have 3 weeks, which is plenty of time to get into like really great battle shape or really good form, as people say. And you guys have been working a ton on like your openings, your end games. We've been doing some calculation work. We're gonna be doing some more calculation training today. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I feel like in general, if you want to like really get better at something like a certain aspect of chess, you really have to kind of go hard at it. Like you have to really try to like get deeper and understand it, or like really improve your skills, and go past like a little past your comfort zone in the immediate present. And so with calculation, sometimes that means like pushing yourself a little bit with like visualization, trying to see a little bit further, or trying to see a little bit clearer. So sometimes that means like revisualizing, like seeing a line and then going back and like trying to visualize it again and seeing if you can find like some improvements. And like the more you do this and like really feel like you're pushing yourself, I feel like the more improvement you make. Versus if you just do like, you know, a bunch of simple tactics all the time, then it's really hard to like improve your skills, if that makes sense. It's like you can like sharpen like the quick tactics part of the game, but if you want to like improve your kind of deeper calculation, then you really have to well, you got to try to lift more weight, basically.
Yeah.
So today, since there's 3 of you, I'm gonna give you guys some problems that won't be like, hopefully won't be that hard, but maybe like hopefully will challenge your visualization. I'm sure they will. For these first few, maybe we can just like warm up, and I'll have you guys. Let me have you guys first calculate on your own for like 2-3 minutes, silently. I was thinking actually one way we can do it is, while you guys are thinking, you can mute your mic and also take out your headphones, and then when you're done after like 3 minutes, you want to hop back in, you can just unmute and then you can put your headphones back in. So then you won't hear anyone else until you're ready, basically.
Okay.
But don't take more than, let's say, like 3 minutes. So for these, so let's say that'll be like for the future. For these first few, just take like 3 minutes and then hop back in, and then you guys can start discussing. But I definitely want you all to just have your own kind of first glance at the position and then first crack at it, and then you guys can start discussing.
Okay.
I'm gonna set a 3-minute timer.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on forever if I don't set a timer.
All right. I guess I'll set a timer too.
Yeah, no, that's probably a good idea actually. So it doesn't take up your mental energy.
David had to write my name on the board in the classroom last time.
Oh yeah. He like wrote like MATT with like night moves.
Yeah,
because Matt wasn't paying attention.
Because I was like, oh, that's a really weird like annotation. It looks like an M, and I was like, oh.
That's really funny.
Did you guys do calculation this weekend also? Or was
we did one on Saturday.
Yeah.
Morning. For
That's
me.
awesome.
You should do one. We're doing one now all together.
Yay!
And that's great.
It's okay. It's okay. I wasn't available, but it's okay. Getting FOMO.
It's every time. Like it's not happening.
I'll get FOMO. Like I almost just stayed at work, but then I was like, no, I'll have so much FOMO if I don't do it.
Yeah.
So I'm literally like skipping it to be here.
Some of us have made sacrifices, folks.
Yeah, I'm gonna die at work tomorrow. But anyway, I'm gonna start my timer and I'll.
Oh, I sent everyone the classroom link in Discord.
Oh my god, I completely missed this.
And 1 second here, so I'll give you guys permission. So basically that means actually the permissions are good because that means no arrows. So if someone makes arrows, we'll see. So no arrows as usual. You guys are serious tournament players.
Wait.
I love arrows.
I'm still capable of making arrows, but I won't make them. I'll just. I don't know if you wanted to not allow us from making arrows, but.
No, we. No, I don't want you to make arrows. So if you do, we'll see them. So that's.
All right.
That's our only thing against that. Okay, so this first one is black to play. It's a warm-up puzzle, so black to play and win. So let me give you guys 3 minutes, and I'll mute and talk to you soon.
Okay.
Starting.
Alrighty, folks. So if you're still in the Dojo stream, you should hear me, and hopefully they're not. We talked about this off stream. Hopefully they're not watching the chat. But in general, actually, I would suggest folks, you don't have to write out the solution if you feel like you've solved it. You might, like if you solve it, you probably just like know that you solved it. So, and you can just you can get the satisfaction when we go over the solution. So you don't have to because other people in the chat won't have solved it. And so when you do solve it, then you're kind of spoiling the answer for others. But that said, if you're not sure that you saw, you kind of like you want to kind of like think your thoughts through. That's like totally fine. In general, the 3 that are solving here have been advised not to look at the chat while they're solving. So hopefully they don't get even like a hint from the chat, right, is helpful. It's already going to be way more than they would get. Even the fact that we're setting this up as a puzzle is way more than they would get in a game. So, yeah, we want to give them as little hints as possible. So let's see, who do we have in the dojo chat? So we got Sergey Juve, we got Mr. Pull, Ferdy Mr. Potato. Yeah, the chat is shared, so that's why especially I told them like not to read the chat, because someone from anyone's chat might reveal the answer, and then that would kind of spoil the puzzle for them, spoil the training. So this one is not super easy. I said it was a warm-up puzzle, but it's not like easy. I think we're past that point, but hopefully solvable. Nice. So it looks like Potato solved it. For dessert.
My time has just ticked off.
Jake. Looks like Matt is ready.
My timer has gone off.
Yeah.
So here I am.
Cool. Alrighty. Does anyone think they've solved it?
No.
Not necessarily solved, but I guess I was trying to find like just because I haven't solved it, what I would just play, or like it doesn't feel like I've solved it. So
fair enough. Well, there's definitely a pretty clear solution here. So yeah, let's have you guys talk it out. Maybe you could voice some of your ideas.
So the first candidate is like Rook G1, King H6, Queen H2, Rook H5.
You always do flip the board.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, it's the same. Like, I understand what you're saying. So Rook G8 check. King H6.
Yeah, sorry, I do that all the time. Yeah, I don't know why I flip. Like, irrelevant of whether I'm white or black, I still do it. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, you'll get used to it. Rook G8, King H6, Queen H2, and Rook H5 is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And so then I was looking at like Queen takes Rook and things like that, but that doesn't feel great either.
I didn't even consider Queen takes Rook because I was okay. After I looked at Rook G8, King H6, and then I was like Rook G6, Queen takes G6, and there's not really like a Queen D2, Queen D5, so I didn't find that promising either. And then the last thing I was looking at was H6 check, and trying to get something forcing there. So like H6, King takes H6, Rook F6, and that's like pretty much as far as I got. So I didn't even get to considering taking the Rook.
Yeah.
But honestly,
H6.
that looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. Y'all said everything I thought of. So, also, sorry, I need to be right back. 1 second.
Yeah, I didn't look at H6 yet. And then as soon as you said it, I was like, oh yeah, okay, that's the other check. That works.
Yeah.
So you guys are definitely on the right track. So I would say, yeah, keep going and see if you can find the key.
Okay, so h6, king h6. We can actually go queen. No, we can't. That's a lie. So rook f6, king h5, and then we've got queen h2. Can you go anywhere else? I can go back to king g5. Which is a little bit annoying. So h6, king h6, rook f6, king g5. I don't have a follow-up check after king g5, so maybe it's not rook f6. We could then go queen h2, rook h5, but then we don't have any rook f6 either. Yeah, after king g5, I'm struggling. To see a move that feels good. What other squares can I check on after king takes h6? Okay, queen h2, rook h5 there. Oh, but now do I have... No, I don't.
Sorry.
I feel like I'm missing something stupid.
I'm missing some caffeine in my life. That's what I'm missing.
Here. I don't know.
Okay, what about, so checking rook g1 again, rook g1, king h6. What other diagonals / places can I check? Not really anywhere. h6, king h6, rook f6, king g5. Like, yeah, I can't see, so rook f6 can't be the move because I just cannot see what the follow-up would be after king g5 because there are literally no checks that don't give up a queen or a rook.
What?
But maybe like,
What could we be missing?
no, that doesn't work. Like rook g1, king h6, rook g6, queen g6. Do we have any like weird queen follow-up? No, the queen can just defend. Rook g1, king h6. No. h6, king h6. Queen takes rook. No. Because I was trying to gain something, but this is also why like I was like queen takes rook after queen takes, rook takes. You don't want to go rook e8 because then I can get king g7. So you just go rook e7, and then that's annoying. But then I was thinking about, can I just start pushing the pawn? And the queen takes. Like, yeah, maybe it's more what I'm like going for, but
All right, so you guys are very close. So, I'll just draw your attention down the right line. So rook g8 check. White is forced to play king h6, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, nice sign. Queen takes h2, rook h5. And this is where we need to lock in.
Okay. Rook h5. So we're pinning the rook to the king, which may or may not be helpful, but it's good
Sorry, I'm
to know.
gonna think in quiet again.
All right. I'm gonna mute. I think I've got it.
Nice, nice.
I think. Yeah. I think I'm there. Oh.
Personally, have no idea.
So basically, you got to look at all the forcing moves in that position after rook h5. And there is a clear win. Like, if we put the moves on the board, I'm sure you'd see it. So it's really just a matter of visualizing that position and checking all the candidate moves.
Well, I'm thinking like rook f6, and then you play like, if you play like queen g6 or something, your queen is still hanging at the end of the line.
Wait, let's go through the line again.
After queen takes h2, rook f6, queen g6.
But what? Black starting
The
with
rook's
rook
on
g8,
on
right?
g1.
Rook f6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit. You're right. Sorry. Yeah. Rook g6, queen takes g6.
So if rook g6, queen takes g6, yeah, white's winning there.
Yeah.
So you have to look for a different move.
Are we looking at rook g8, king h6, queen takes h2, rook h5 still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at that point, did someone suggest rook g6?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're just going through, yeah, rook g6 doesn't work because queen takes g6. So from there, it's black to play and win.
Taking on h5 doesn't seem to get anywhere either. So, I'm not really. I need to figure out like what another forcing move would be in that scenario.
I mean, queen takes g3 threatens mate. But
True.
then there's queen takes on d4 with check, which is not ideal.
Can you play queen takes h7 mate there? Is that a thing?
So this is what, like,
Where?
I was worried about the queen d4, queen takes d4 check, and that's kind of what led me to the answer a little bit as well, I think. That might be a red herring, though. It's hard to say. Like, everyone sees it differently.
Okay, then I'm just gonna try to
Ignore me.
You're trying to think.
Yeah, it's really all about visualizing that position after rook h5 and then like treating it like a new tactics puzzle, like if this was a tactics position. what moves would I look at? And yeah, trying to
Wait,
go
sorry,
through
have
the
we said
options.
for the rook g8, king h6, queen h2, rook h5, and then queen takes g3? Was that the line? Because there's a queen defending it.
Wait, I'm seeing into the matrix. Wait.
So no,
What
queen
was the
g3.
suggested move?
I think you refuted, right? You said queen h7.
Yeah, or just taking the queen.
Taking the queen's also fine, but I mean,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, that one's out.
Okay, I think I found it. And I think it might be the same thing that Matt found. Maybe. I don't know.
I still have no idea.
Aggressive crinkling noises.
Dude, I don't even know like what to consider necessarily.
Can I say the thing that
Yeah, go for it.
okay. Well, rook g6 is almost mate because when the rook is on h5, the king doesn't have an escape, right? So rook g6 is an almost mate, except for the fact that the queen can take it.
Oh, queen d2 check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Queen d2, and white can block the check, but they lose the queen.
Yeah.
Or they can take. Yeah, made it. Nice, nice. Not the longest line, but not an easy move to spot, just optically. But of course, if we started here, like this position, then I think you guys would see this one like really, really quickly, actually, if this position was given as a puzzle.
Yeah.
So my feeling, it's really all about honing in on that visualization, and then if you can see a position really clearly, then ideally you're able to find these like tiny little, let's call them like finishers at the end. This is what Puzzle Rush is great for, because it like makes you really good at finding these kinds of things quickly, which is then going to be really useful in calculations where you have like different variations, and then you have to find multiple tactical ideas along the way. Okay, nice job. Let's jump to another puzzle here.
I feel like the nice thing is that like rook g8, queen h2 is the most plausible like way to play anyway. They're just like free checks, so hopefully we would get to this point without seeing it all the way.
Although if I didn't see it, I probably would just take the rook on f1.
Yeah, low-key me too.
Yeah, and a lot of times that happens. It's like you get an inkling that something's there because all three of you went down that line. It's very forcing, and then it's like, and then okay, I didn't give you guys any actual hints like look for a checkmate or like deflection or anything like that. I just said like this is the position where you have to find something, and then you guys found it. So it's like, of course, within your abilities, but it's all about like really pushing yourself to spot ideas down the road, which is not easy, of course, but that's what we're working on. So just the fact that you guys are here is already a success.
I know in games I'll always have like an intuition for like what the right move should be, and like 50% of the time I talk myself out of it for like some tactical reason, and then after the game I'll look back at it and someone will be like looking at it with me and they'll be like, oh yeah, you like want to put your like rook on open file because that's good. And I was like, I know it's good, I saw a reputation, that's why I didn't play it, I just didn't see long enough. So I've been trying to do the Shanklin thing where you like you try to make the ideas that look like they should be played work, or that's what I tried to do in my game with Matt yesterday. But it takes a lot more work when it's not a puzzle.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, just a sec here. I'm just trying to find the next puzzle I wanted to give you guys.
Yeah, I definitely felt that in the tactics test. Did so bad on the tactics test.
I know, like they killed me. This is why I did.
Yeah.
This is like why I did all the 3 months from January of like doing tactics every day, because I did the test and I was like, I suck.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I
I
was like,
really,
wow. Because I don't know. It brings out, it's like the time management issue comes from just tunnel visioning and like going down this one line that you want to work. And then, like, you know, I would go down like 10 moves of all
and
with the wrong first move. And it's hard because like I'd always do tactics online when I'm like, oh, I think I see it, not like I'm 100% sure
yeah,
that I'd make this in a classical game. And then it's like, oh, wrong first move. So it automatically like forces me out of the tunnel.
yeah.
But yeah, if yeah, I find myself like going down this one line, just trying so hard to make it work, like in classical games too, and it's like the first move is wrong.
Yeah, and like I think it's really good because quite often with all the chess tactics and stuff, because it's so like instant gratification, it becomes
Yeah.
more throwaway. And
Yeah.
like, yeah, like doing the dojo test, I think really like highlighted, and it getting a bad kind of mark for it as well was like, oh,
Yeah.
like I need to work on this. Like I don't
Yeah.
get that from other like tactics.
Now I'm like, okay, if I'm going to use like the online book, I'm gonna like set it up on a physical board. Like I'm not gonna, or make sure that like I'm ready to play in a classical game before I touch anything. Yeah.
Nice. Thanks, Tanya Chess, for the raid. I forgot I didn't show this final part for everyone in the chat. So yeah, black wins here with queen d2 check. Very nice trick. White either loses the queen, or if they take, then they get mated with rook g6. Yeah, actually, Rachel, we were talking about that the other day a bit. It's just like knowing when to cut your calculation off down a line is also super important, so that you can look at a lot of options at the beginning, like first and second moves.
Yeah.
Super, super important. Okay. I'm ready for the next one here. So this is white to play. And, okay, let me have you guys calculate here for, let's say, like 3 to 5 minutes, and then you can join in, or calculate more on your own.
Okay. You said 3 to 5?
Yeah.
I'll just do 4 minutes.
Okay.
I did the exact same.
Alrighty. Hello, everyone from Tanya Chess. Thank you for rating. So yeah, this is another calculation puzzle for them. It's white to play. They're looking for the best continuation. This is a nice one. Yeah, we'll see how the trying to come up with the name for this crew. We'll see how the 3 dojo tiers tackle it. This will be a fun one. I'm curious to see how they do with this one. Might be a little tough, but that's okay. If it's hard, I'm sure they'll learn from the solution and it'll make them stronger in the long run. Got the first 2 moves. Potato, nice. That's a good start, actually. I don't know if you knew that. Nice. Nice. So, okay, move 1, black responds. Move 2, I'll coach you even not. I bet I can coach you even not knowing what you're thinking. Okay, first move, black responds. Second move, black responds. Now look for ideas for the third move, okay? Now look for ideas for the third move. It's like 11. I don't know about that. I would say less. Unless you're counting moves for both sides. So for me, one move is like white moves, black responds. That's like one move.
Okay, my timer's turned off, so I'm back, but I don't know if I should. Hello.
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 Okay.
I haven't got it, but I feel like I've got a sense of what the first move is. I'm just calculating everything else that's around it.
Yeah, I have a line that could be completely losing, but it's the only line that I've really been calculating.
Yeah.
Rachel?
I have no clue what this. I mean, I think I have an idea of like certain squares and like where pieces might be going, and like certain weaknesses, but I have not put it together.
Okay. Can I say what I have so far?
Yeah.
I feel like Matt probably has the same thing. So you can tell me if I'm. Yeah, okay.
Go for it.
It's the first move, rook f6.
Yeah, rook takes f6 check, e takes
I
f6.
did look at,
yeah, rook d7 check, bishop e7, rook takes e7, king e7, knight d5 check.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if king f7, queen f6 check, if king g8, then knight e7 mate. If king e8, then queen e7 mate. So after knight d5 check, king d8, and I was just like struggling.
Hang on, so rook f6, ef6, rook d7.
Yeah.
Bishop e7.
Yeah.
Then what did you say after that?
Rook takes e7, king takes e7, knight d5 check is what I was looking at.
Rook takes e7. I wasn't looking at rook takes e7.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at rook takes e7 either.
I was looking at queen d6.
Oh.
Because it's pinned, and then knight d5, and then trying to come in with knight d5, and then I'm also threatening the f6 square as well as the e7 square, so maybe queen f8. So I was trying to figure out queen f8, stuff like that. But maybe
that actually looks good. But they take your queen, or they take the rook with their queen, and is that
wait, where?
Like rook f6, ef6, yeah, rook d7, king bishop e7, queen d6, queen takes d7, queen takes d7. They have 2 rooks and a bishop, and we have a queen.
But
and
why can't the queen just take d7 when you play rook d7? Then they still have 2 rooks for the queen.
It's probably the same thing, yeah.
Activity.
Oh, I mean, if they take our rook, then we can take their rook. But then they can't give us a check. Wait, Rook f6, ef6, rook d7, queen takes d7, queen takes a8. Then we have a queen and wait. No.
No,
that's worse. We didn't take the queen
we
back.
just have we're down a rook and then
Okay. But they have 2 rooks for a queen there.
But we're quite active with the queen. They're not necessarily connected yet, so we'll get queen d7 check on queen takes rook. So queen takes d7, queen takes d7 check, bishop e7 kind of makes sense, but then we also still have knight d5, and then they're tied up. And our pieces are placed really well. E4's coming.
I know they're tied up, but rook e8.
Sorry?
I know they're tied up, but then like rook he8, and then what do we do?
But if we've got knight d5, they can't go rook e8 straight away. Oh, sorry, they can go rook e8 to defend, and then we just push e4, and then we say, like, we're closing all the files, we've got a queen. Our knight's well placed.
Actually...
sorry, we've got queen takes... On knight d5, we've also got queen takes f6. Check. No, we don't yet, so...
No, we have queen e6 check.
E6.
Rook f6, ef6, rook d7, queen takes d7, queen takes d7, check, bishop e7, knight d5, rook e8, queen e6 check. And then, I mean, it's not mate though. But
is the king
they have
on
to go.
F7 or am I missing?
Yeah, the king's on f7.
Yeah.
So
queen
e6, queen
takes e6.
Oh wait.
The knight's on d5.
Never mind. Ignore me.
But maybe you're right in terms of rook takes e7. I hadn't considered that. Rook e7, knight d4, king takes, knight d5 check.
It feels more forcing, but I didn't find anything. Like I felt like I was kind of just like throwing all my pieces away.
Knight d5, what, and king back to f7?
And
then, yeah, no, that looks good.
Like, wait, knight d5 check, and then king d8 is what I was calculating, and I couldn't find something. But I maybe I didn't look hard enough. Queen takes f6, okay, and then he moves.
And you mate because no you don't, because he goes king. He has to go king d7.
Yeah. And queen f7, king d6. It's probably fine.
No. He doesn't have to go queen. We go queen e7. Because the knight's protecting. Queen e7. You can't go king d6. You have to go king c6.
Oh wait, no, that is mate.
No, c6 is.
Wait, if you can get your queen to e7, that is mate, but I don't actually remember the position. Rook f6, ef6.
But that's why he had to go, or they have to go king d7.
Wait, but your queen is on c6. You can't go queen e7. So the king is on d8, the knight is on d5, and the queen is on c6, and it's our move, right? So queen f6 check, and then king d7, and then if we go queen e7 there, it's not a mate. Oh, is that what you were saying though?
Yeah, and then king has to come to c6.
Okay.
And then we've only got a queen and a knight, so we have to make it work. Like it has to be. So instead of
and our knight's hanging. We can go a knight
have the right first move.
No. It just feels right.
Yeah, but maybe
I don't know what else it could be really.
Well, queen d6 instead of the rook takes, but I had because I hadn't considered rook takes e7. I just went for the pin, so I've got a rook on d7. But like you say, you can play queen takes rook and have a queen and 2 rooks. And I'm kind of happy for that in this kind of position, I think. And
they have a
maybe I'm not.
Well, we have stronger queen side, I guess. But they have a bishop.
King d8. Oh, hang on. Wait, why don't we go on king d8?
Yeah.
We go queen d6.
Okay, and then queen d7.
Queen d7. And then can we... Oh, hang on. I realize we pick up the rook if we... With knight d5 check, we can pick up the rook if we take it on f6 with check because the rook's hanging.
The rook is defended.
The rook on h8.
Yeah.
So
isn't it defended because they moved their bishop?
So rook d7, bishop e7, rook takes e7, king takes e7, knight d5 check. Where does the king go?
D8. Oh, and then you're saying queen d6, queen d7, queen
No.
f6, and then if king c7, the rook is defended. Oh, wait.
No,
That's
it
not
isn't.
legal.
Yeah, because
wait, where does the king go? C8?
Well, he has to go to d7, which is
no, the
protected.
queen's on d7.
Oh yeah, sure. So he has to stay on the back rank, and then we can pick up.
Yeah,
a rook
he has to go to
check.
c8.
Yeah, and so we take a rook with check.
And then
he can't defend. He can defend the rook.
what about queen d8? The queen h8 check, queen d8.
Do we get a fork? Some kind of fork with a queen takes, and then like fork with a knight. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Our knight's on d5, but that would be nice. Check, queen d8. And then we have a knight and a queen, and they have a rook and a queen.
Oh, you're saying like after rook takes check, queen d8?
After queen takes h8, check. And then queen d8, yeah.
Okay, where's the king? The king isn't the king on d8.
The king's on c8.
Oh, no, the king on d7. It goes to d... No, not at that point, though. When we pick up the rook.
It's on c8, right?
Oh, sorry.
Rook f6. Yeah.
Yeah, so queen takes f6, check, king c8.
Okay, this is good, actually. Here.
Did we already cover why or what happens after queen takes d7 on move 2?
Like so rook d7, queen takes d7.
And then bishop e7, knight d5, and then rook e8 and rook f1 or something.
Rook e8.
Rook e8, rook f1. I feel like we're okay.
The king's on f7, right?
Yeah.
Then we have knight takes e7, rook takes e7, queen d5 check, winning the rook.
Oh, the rook on a8 hanging, potentially.
Yeah.
If we, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
They just move that rook to e8.
Oh right, yeah, sorry.
E8, not the other rook.
Yes, but there was a reason I picked that rook. I don't know if Matt remembers.
Because are we threatening, like, if we play rook f1, we're threatening to take on f6, and we have the knight defending it on d5 also, and there's no way for black to bring a third piece to defend f6, unless they play like queen a6 maybe, actually. Oh wait, sorry, they don't have a queen anymore. Yeah, after rook f1, like there's no way to bring another defender on f6.
Rook f1?
Like rook takes f6, e takes, rook d7, queen takes, queen takes, bishop e7, whatever rook to e8, and then rook f1.
With bishop e7, knight d5, right?
Yeah, knight d5, and then the rook from d1 to f1. Oh wait, we don't have a rook anymore. Fuck, no. Sorry, my bad.
Wait, the rook from d1?
No, we don't have a rook anymore. Yeah, sorry. We don't have a rook.
But isn't it their move after knight d5? So I thought you were saying rook he1.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we don't have a rook anymore, so that is stupid.
Oh, rook ae1, sorry, is what you were saying.
Yeah.
Okay, what about also, let's dial back 1 second. Rook f6, df6, and then queen d5 check. I don't think it is the way, but...
Queen e6.
Queen e6, and I take the rook on a8.
Oh, true.
Rook f6, ef6, queen d5. I guess king g7 is the most testing.
Yeah, I sort of agree. I don't see a way. King g7, then rook f1. That was like my point, but then I think you can just hold the pawn and you're fine. But yeah, just having a look. It doesn't work, I don't think.
I mean, we should figure out what happens after rook AE1 or AE8. Because that's also a testing line. But, okay. Here, 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 here. Like, we also need to know what happens after queen d8. Like, after we take on h8 and then queen d8, we're still down in exchange there. So, like, even that line is not good. Like, there's two things that we need to figure out, right?
We have all the things to figure out.
No, it's two.
Queen f6.
Yeah.
Yeah. But queen f6, king d7.
Where?
So I'm going back to. Are we, when you're saying these testing lines, are you saying when black has exchanged the queen for a rook, or like the queen
No.
for two rooks, or
No.
just
This is when we've sacked our rook on e7.
rook takes e7,
Yeah.
knight e5. Yeah.
Yeah. Knight d5, king d8, and then we said queen d6 check, queen d7, queen f6 check, king c8, queen takes h8, queen d8, and then we're down in exchange.
Queen d6, queen d7 takes.
But we have knight e7 check there.
We're not down in exchange. We took the rook on h8.
Yeah, but they have a rook on a8.
We traded the rook for the bishop.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, but we have knight e7 check. Oh wait, yeah, knight e7 check. If king d7, it's probably not really anything. Well,
wait. So what's your move after queen takes h8?
Queen d8 for black.
Queen d8.
And then I was saying maybe knight e7 check, but after king d7, I don't think that does anything.
Yeah, and the queen's on c8, so
the queen's.
Oh, no, yeah. Knight takes knight takes e7 check, king d7, and then we take the rook.
The queen's on d8.
Oh, it is on d8. Oh, but then we go queen.
We can go queen f6, or we can go queen e5. If they do anything, I don't see that they do. We can also take on h7. I don't see what that does.
Wait, isn't after the whole... Okay, maybe actually I'm not going to say... I feel like I'm not seeing what you guys are seeing, but like you're saying at the end of the line... Oh, no, never mind. Actually, scratch everything. Never mind. Sorry. Nothing.
No, you can say which line.
No. I realized that it's not a thing. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Never mind.
Well,
Are you sure?
Let's clarify. Let's go down that line. So you guys were looking at rook takes f6, ef6, rook d7 check, bishop e7, and then rook takes e7 check, king takes e7, knight d5 check. Black has to go king d8, queen d6 check, queen d7, queen takes f6 check, king c8, queen takes h8. Black plays queen d8. And now the question is how to evaluate that position. Maybe we can even continue for white if we can still visualize. So I think here it's really a question of visualization, because it's not necessarily the hardest position to analyze, but if you don't see it properly, then it's really hard to analyze because you don't see the right position. So
this is where aphantasia really sucks, because I don't see positions.
I mean, we have a pawn for the exchange. I feel like I see it okay. Like we can take on e5.
Okay.
There's no pawn on f6.
Queen takes e5.
I mean, we can eat a bunch of it.
And let's get a material count.
Oh, we have 2 pawns for the exchange then. Is that fine?
We have 3 pawns. We have 3 pawns. If we take on e5,
we took on f6 and e5, yeah.
Yeah. We've
taken
on f6 twice and taken on e5, and our knight's on d4. Sorry, d5.
Queen's on e5.
Yeah.
I guess they can take on c2. Oh, they can't take on c2. Sorry, I saw the position wrong. They can give us a check.
can they?
Yeah, they can check on. Nope. Yeah. No. Our queen
no, is
or
the queen
knight's
on
on
D8?
d5. No. Knight's on d5, so it's fine actually. They can give us. Oh no, they can't give us a check on b6 because the knight's covering it. Okay.
And also we got a pawn on e3, so there's no checks on e6, on b6.
Oh, that's also true.
Okay, so how's that position looking?
I mean the king's open. Their rook is undeveloped. I'm fairly okay with that position. As just general, like like I said, I don't really see positions, but in my conceptualization, I feel good about that. Two very central pieces, checks and forks galore. I'm trying to remember where the king is now. C8. Is the king on C8?
It's on d7. Oh wait.
What? No,
Which
king's on
line?
c8, queen's on d8, rook's on a8, knight's on d5.
And we played queen
on
e5.
e5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that because there's like knight, like forks on e7. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
And
probably
also
some
the queen
knight
moves.
forks
There's actually mate on c7, so you've got to hold c7 as well. So like we're in. I like our position. It's hard to get the like
we
rook
can
out.
play like knight e7 check or something, and then I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I find it hard to like from this stage here to figure out like the position and the moves. It would take me a while to like lock everything into my head to be like, yeah, okay, this is how I should play now.
Yeah, it's hard to see further. That's why it's really a question of evaluation. So, Anushka, how do you evaluate that position?
I guess better for white, just based on all the words and the reasons, but it would be hard for me to see that if you weren't guiding us to see it.
Yeah, no, fair enough. And where did you guys land on the queen d6 line?
I actually don't know.
I just got waylaid because I thought the open king, like in the principles of like once rook takes e7 happens, like it becomes clearer in my head because there's less pieces and stuff to figure out, and you can see like it's more forcing. Whereas like queen d6. Sorry, did we say?
Wait, what's the line with queen d6?
So instead of playing rook takes e7, white goes queen d6. I think Matt was suggesting.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
sorry,
right.
That's not what you meant when you asked the question, was it?
Well, I thought you guys were analyzing it a bit, but I wasn't sure.
It also looks like a good move. It just looks less forcing.
We're threatening.
I'm threatening knight d5 after, and then you've got to be like held. You're getting a bit tied up, holding e7 and f6 at the same time. So I think you've got to play something like queen f8.
Can we play queen e6? No, yeah, because the rooks are together now.
The king is still on f7.
So after rook d7, bishop e7, queen d6. Oh, the rook's on d7, so you can't play queen. My bad. Yeah, then, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, moving the rook to defend the bishop, like rook e8.
Yeah, rook e8, and then I was like, it just feels like black probably.
And then knight d5, and then you have to.
But on rook e8, I can play. I can play queen takes f6. Oh no, sorry, knight d5 first. Yeah,
have we played
knight d5 and then
rook e8, knight d5, and yeah, what's the thing is with rook e8 is that I think you need queen f8 at some point so you can hold bishop e7 and the f6 square because knight d5 is coming.
Are you gonna move your king? Is that the idea? I'm having a hard time finding something for black after knight d5.
Bishop e7, queen d6, and then we're saying queen f8 or rook e8.
I'm still thinking rook e8, but we can say queen f8 if you want. Takes. Rook d7, bishop e7.
I feel like no matter what, knight d5, and then.
But after queen f8, knight d5,
You're saying rook e8 in that position?
And then king g7, but then you lose the bishop, so that's not good. So yeah.
Oh, what about rook e8? Because that's just add another defender.
Rook e8, knight d5. But then queen b8.
Maybe. After knight d5. So it's rook takes f6, e takes f6, rook d7, check, bishop e7, queen d6, rook queen f8, knight d5, and then rook e8.
Oh.
Defending the bishop.
And then I will go knight c7.
Why can't we just play rook d8 after bishop d6? Or sorry, after queen d6?
Why can't we play rook d8?
Because it's probably your h rook. So rook h d8 means I will be able to take on f6.
But you don't have...
After knight d5.
Right. So, but like then, so like I'm saying rook takes f6, e takes, rook d7, bishop e7, queen d6. Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
There's no queen e6.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you had to play queen f8 or rook e8.
Or rook e8. But
yeah,
so
queen f8, knight d5, rook e8, and knight c7. You said.
Knight c7, yeah. Because then I'm threatening queen e6 and threatening to take the rook on e8.
Okay, humor me. Rook c8.
Rook c8, queen e6 check.
King g7. And then rook takes e7.
Yeah,
okay.
rook takes e7.
Yeah, okay.
But then, wait, where's the queen?
Wait, the queen and the rook are both defending that. Where?
No, the rook.
Rook. I just went rook c8. I mean that looks winning for white. So okay, let's try to think of something else. Honestly, this line looks really good. This looks better than the other line.
I thought it tied up black quite nicely, but there are a lot of resources to try and calculate.
Yeah.
But I guess they can also just take the rook in this line too.
Yeah, so on rook d7, the queen can always just take as like a critical, a queen for two rooks. But then, all right, queen takes, king takes, bishop b7, knight d5,
seems
rook e8.
Rook e8
is the.
So we this is the line where we were thinking rook a e8 so that there's no queen d5 check.
Yeah.
Oh, the knight's on d5. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, I taken that knight d5. Okay, but rook a e8, and then there's no forks. But then we can go knight c7 again, with the same kind of thing.
So after rook a e8, all right, I take the pawn on a7. Is that what you just said? Sorry.
No, knight c7.
You play knight c7. Yeah, knight c7 is really nice actually.
The same threat.
But then rook d8. Oh, and then queen e6.
Yeah.
But
I guess in that line you have king f8. But
sure.
You only have the knight and the queen. Is that really enough here?
But we pick up the bishop in that line, no? After queen e6.
Oh, queen e6 check, king f8, and then.
Oh,
but
king
the knight's
f8.
on c7.
And then. Bless you.
Bless you.
That was extremely loud in the mic.
Where's the rook?
You guys heard that?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I was using the wrong mic.
My headphone mic or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Straight
all right. Switch the mic. Because I muted my mic, and I went for it.
Someone in chat said that was the loudest sneeze I've ever heard.
That's not even the loudest sneeze I've ever sneezed.
Yeah.
I always sneeze like
it was a loud sneeze.
Okay. Oh, you guys have basically figured it out. This one is pretty much just like a question of evaluation. But in a lot of these lines, white is doing really well. Mainly because the king ends up open anyway, and the queen is really strong in the positions where the enemy king is open and there's weak pawns and targets, and you have a very nice knight that can help you in a lot of these positions. So yeah, I actually think both lines are good. So rook f6, rook d7, and this one is kind of more forcing, so it makes sense to like look at it first, because if this leads to mate, then it's like game over. But of course the critical line is for black to come back this way. You guys spotted that if the king goes this way, we have some nice mates here. And actually, at first, Anushka was the only one that saw rook takes e7 as a big candidate move. So, nice job there. But then, of course, okay, king d8 is the key kind of line. Queen d7 black has to play. And basically, we have to somehow evaluate this position. Either queen d8, queen takes e5, or maybe better is even king b7, just to get the rook out a little faster for black. And yeah, we get some position like this. And then, okay, once you see it, maybe it's like, it becomes a little bit easier. But basically, white is better. Like, how much better is hard to say, but we have 3 pawns for the exchange. Our king is safer. And feels like we don't have huge weaknesses. Like, we can support the knight pretty easily. So I would say, like, in a practical game, probably white is doing quite well here. I would expect.
I wouldn't have the guts to take rook takes f6 though. With that, even if I had calculated all of that, I would have been like, I'm probably missing something.
Oh really? Well, okay. I mean, that's why we're training, to give you like the confidence to be able to work these things out, because it is pretty forcing. And then queen d6 I think is also good here, because if black tries to hold on to the bishop, like queen e8 or rook e8, let's say, then knight d5 comes in. And now queen f6 is a huge threat, right? Like, we're threatening basically it's going to win the queen and then maybe even lead to mate after that. So.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see queen f6.
But this is why, this is what I was saying. This is why I wanted queen f8.
Yeah. Our line was queen f8, rook f8.
I will drop the bishop anyway.
Okay, let's say queen f8. Yeah, knight d5 and rook
knight d5,
e8.
rook e8. And then he said knight c7. But actually, we can just go queen takes f6 again. No, queen f6 is good. I should have seen it.
Queen f6, king g8,
and then knight e7.
Knight takes e7 check, yeah.
Yeah.
Knight e7.
Rook e7.
Oh, no, but do we just trade down? I mean, we kind of just trade down a little bit. Okay, yeah, I think.
No, rook e7, queen takes e7. Queen takes e7. Rook takes e7. And then we're even. So maybe,
okay, we're picking up
a7
a7 and we're just going to storm with pawns. Like, that's fine, yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah, winning rook endgame. But knight c7 is clean.
Yeah, well, yeah, I kind of like knight e7, and then I'll go queen. Well, maybe it does. Maybe it's not anything though. No, it's got to be knight c7. King g8. Knight 7, king g8 might be a problem. I know, but
then
you
take the rook.
Anyway.
Oh wait, yeah. I'm checking and take the rook.
Queen. Oh yeah, takes, and then we take the rook.
Yeah.
But then does that actually matter though? Let's be honest, because we're already down the exchange. We're just getting the exchange back.
It's a good point. It's not that clear. C7, like, king g8.
It's like, oh yeah, the rook, but it's not that clear.
Can you go rook takes e7, and then queen f6 check? No, okay, never mind. Ignore me.
Oh, hang on. What about maybe not? I was trying to go like queen f6, king g8, queen e6. But then you just have queen e7.
Wait, let me just ask, where did you guys land on that endgame after queen f6?
I think that's much better.
Better.
Because, we've got 3 connected passes.
3 queenside pawns.
And an active rook.
Okay, so you know, maybe we don't.
Yeah, we're gonna win a7.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we don't need to do any other calculations.
But it's funny because we both said that, and then we just kept going. It's like we forgot, or like we weren't being clear in like what we were calculating. We were like, oh yeah, like rook takes a7, and it's a winning rook endgame. Like we love those, and then we just kept going.
Yeah, so I feel like it was maybe a visualization thing again, because like on paper, it sounded good what you were saying. Like, okay, rook endgame, white's better. I think maybe someone set up a
Oh,
pawn, up 2
we're
pawns.
also going to pick up a rook.
But it's like,
rook a7 and then rook a8, and we trade rooks.
Oh.
And
yeah. If you visualize the position, you can give black like 4 pawns here. They're not surviving. This is really.
Rook a7, there's h5.
The king's trapped. Like,
and maybe, well, then you're just completely losing. But
okay, 4 pawns maybe.
You're not losing the rook.
It takes black a lot of time to get the rook out, so it's like, yeah, white's you could be up no
the
pawns.
rook's never coming out. Like, if you push a5, we trade rooks. If you
yeah. I'm just saying you don't have to lose the rook, but you are losing.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah. So this is simple enough. I think knight c7 maybe is good too, but okay, king g8's like, okay, still a little complicated because our queen's hanging. Queen e6 check, queen f7. So I'm not exactly sure how white. Oh, maybe queen d5 check is possible. I'm not totally sure. With the idea being that our queen would be defended, so on queen f7 we could go take that one,
right.
and up 2 pawns. Okay, should be good for white. But here, king here, and then
there's a fork.
Oh, 96. Oh, yeah. 96. I was looking at, I think this is also good enough. Like here in queen e6 and okay, king f8.
Oh yeah, I can't defend it.
But should be winning for white. I think like we're so active with our pieces that it looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, you can't do anything about that really.
It's like bishop d8. We could have taken on a7 too, but I think 96 is just much easier. So yeah, I think queen e6 is also good, and black might not have anything better than just taking on d7. And then going for this line, which is a little bit better version than if black had, let's say, taken right away. Because in this line, it's like white gets the jump. So you get knight d5, and then you guys are looking at this and this, which I think looks good. Because queen e6 check. But even just generally this position, so let's say we give black the better version, like this. White is doing really well here, so white definitely has big advantage. Like black's king is kind of open. There's some targets, especially like a pawn, and the 7th rank is weak. And yeah, we have some passers. Not an easy endgame to play. I would say this one's still like a difficult endgame, but white definitely has like a serious advantage for sure.
Would you say that the passers are what makes this imbalance better for white? Because if I like saw this at the end of the line, evaluating this is what would make me not play it, because I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I would say this one's not so easy. But I would say like the main thing to look for is if the queen has a lot of targets or not. And here I would say there's a decent amount of like squares and diagonals for the queen to work with, like the 7th rank and the light squares. The knight is definitely a good helper. And we're up a pawn, which is very helpful. And we're kind of up 2 pawns on the queen side. So that's also like the way the pawns are configured is nice, because if black starts pushing their majority, that opens up their king. So it feels hard for black to even use their pawns if they push like f5 or anything like that. But overall, I would say not a simple endgame. Like white is definitely better, but not the easiest position to handle. So the question would be, yeah, would you rather play this position or the exchange sack with, where was it? This one.
This one.
Interesting.
This one.
This feels a lot easier,
this one
right?
any day.
Yeah.
Because the rooks are scary. It feels like,
Yeah,
it feels like I'm gonna lose somehow, because that's an actual imbalance.
Although, like, king b7 does start, like, it does feel, like, rook getting active is still a little bit scary, but I mean, this comes with, like, we need to spar more imbalanced positions like this.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, this would be a great, or the other position also would be a great position to spar.
Yeah, I think actually I don't think we have enough of those in the program. Is like the positions with imbalances, because I think those are super useful to play out.
Because I think a lot of times there's a lot of lines where I would disregard because I just don't know. Well, like exactly like Anushka said, like with the evals, I wouldn't go for this because I just don't know. And like I have an inkling that it's better, but is it? Is the question? And like I don't know how to play that.
It's the same thing as like the end games, like converting into an end game. It's like so many times I'll see ways to convert and I'll be like, that's probably good, but I don't know if it's good enough for me to win it or if that's still going to be a draw somehow. And then I just won't go for it. And that'll make me take my time. So
I knew someone who got 8 out of 9 in the World Open in 2022. And like the game that he lost, he had a queen for a bishop and a knight. But the imbalance, like a bishop, knight, and a pawn, I think, was like the imbalance, and lost with that.
Loser. I'm just joking.
So
I love
hard,
all people.
like the imbalances is like it's like a whole other type of chess. I feel like.
Yeah, whole section of chess you could specialize in.
Yeah.
Easily. Okay, let's keep going.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Add one in the meantime, and you guys can start thinking here.
White to move.
Yeah, white to play here.
Okay.
Are we leaving and thinking?
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's mute and.
Okay, I might low-key get a snack and come back.
Okay, totally fine.
I feel like I need to go get a snack now.
I might I might grab a coffee, but then we'd all be leaving the stream.
No, go grab coffee. I'll sit and stew. I feel like I have.
Okay, I'll grab a coffee and then you can voice your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Brilliant.
So, rook takes d7, just insta kill. It feels like I get in with the queen, and then the bishops come in as well. Rook d7, queen d7, rook d7, king d7, queen f7, bishop e7, rook e7. Oh no, sorry. Bishop e7, rook e6 is not a move. So that's good to know. But what about... Oh, can you hear me? You probably can. I will mute now that you are back.
Are we all muting? Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. Are we? Oh. I'm sorry.
What?
I thought we were talking, so then I jumped, but I realize now that we're not, so I'm gonna go
Kostya
again.
want to get coffee.
Okay. Okay.
So I stayed, but I might now go get some coffee.
Yeah, go get something.
I've had some thinking time.
Yeah.
Okay, I think everyone is thinking. All right, Dojo chat. I'm sure you guys have solved this one already. Probably made quick work. Yeah, cha cha. Pew pew pew.
long do you want us thinking on this?
It's probably good. I wasn't. I didn't have a set time in mind.
You're muted.
Or your mic's not working.
Yeah, one of the two.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
It might be the wrong.
Yeah, Kostya, we can't hear you.
Oh. Wait.
Yeah, I have thoughts, but I'm like losing track after a certain line. I'm not sure how to keep going.
You guys still can't hear me?
Yeah, I have something that I like, but I haven't
me
calculated
too.
until like
I like it, and I think it's like worth it even just from what I've calculated, but I'm not like I can't see it all the way through.
Can you
I
guys
feel the same
hear
way.
me now?
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
now.
we can hear you.
Okay. Wait. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I had the right. Now I have a different mic selected. I don't know why. My normal one. But anyways, all right. So what do you guys got?
I don't know. Rachel, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I was thinking like rook takes d7, king takes d7, queen f7, bishop check, bishop e7, and then bishop f5, threatening to take on e6. But also like if you just play like queen d6 or something, and I play bishop takes e6 and you play king d8, I'm not sure how to keep going from there. I guess you could just take on like d5 or something and you're just like chilling. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what to do after that.
I had similar line, but different take. So, okay, I'll go. I thought rook d7, king d7, queen f7 check, bishop e7, and then rook e6. Because if queen takes e6, then you go bishop f5 and you're skewering.
Yeah.
So queen c5, I thought, to defend the bishop. And like, even there, like, I'm sure there's a move that's like a knockout, like some bishop move. I mean, I thought bishop f5 threatening discoveries was good. But even without that, or like rook c1 or something, I just think white is crushing. So I think I would play it in a game.
Different as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I didn't follow up after rook e6. I was like, oh, queen e6. I didn't think about the skewer. But I prefer that to my line. So rook d7, king d7, queen f7 check, bishop e7. I did also look at moving the king, but it all doesn't feel as good. So bishop e7, then bishop g5. Just putting pressure on the pin piece. And then it gets a bit tricky because there's different ways black can try to respond. I liked keeping this d-bishop on the diagonal because if the queen ever wants to come back or give me a check on the back rank, I can go bishop f1 if I move my rook. So I was looking at like rook e6 stuff after that. But yeah, then like rook e8 comes in to defend the bishop, or maybe queen d6. But now the rook takes e6 comes in, and the bishop is guarding the b1 square for the queen check on the back rank as well. Like, that feels pretty good to me. I don't see everything just falls apart. Yeah, maybe you have to go queen c7. No, that doesn't work. Queen d8, which is not fun. And then bishop f5 check comes anyway. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe I like the rook takes e6. I like Anushka's line a lot with rook takes e6 and then like threatening bishop f5 stuff. Like, yeah, maybe even bishop g5 also, as long as we protect the back rank. It looks crushing in all of the ways.
Nice. Yeah, indeed. All right, let's take a look. So rook takes d7. And at this point, if you guys took stock of the position, probably you saw white is down 3 pawns. So as they say, in for a penny, in for a pound. And once you've sacrificed material, a lot of times you just have to keep keep investing, keep going, and pushing more chips in, basically. Especially if you can get the king out into the open. So takes, queen takes f7 check. Bishop e7 is the most critical move here because otherwise black is not developing and we're taking on e6 basically for free. So that's going to look really good for white. So bishop e7. And okay, so it sounded like Rachel was mainly looking at bishop f5, which is definitely a serious move. And then Matt mainly saw bishop g5. And yeah, Anushka spotted rook takes e6, which is a real, very nice shot. Because on queen takes e6, bishop f5, this is just immediately nice for white. Once again, we get one of these like queen versus rook positions. But this one, yeah, black's king is like really open, and the queen again has many targets. So definitely white is doing really well here. Yeah, black will have to take care, like not to even like lose the piece even. And yeah, otherwise, okay, black can play queen c5. But then white is down the exchange, couple pawns.
Bishop f5.
But of course, like king is super open. So yeah, how'd you guys continue here?
Bishop f5.
Bishop f5.
Yeah, I think we said bishop f5.
Oh, you guys look at the okay, yeah. So bishop f5 looks extremely strong. Let's say king back.
I get away with
bishop
like
a5.
rook c6, or
bishop a5 looks good, right?
So bishop a5. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
bishop
looks
a5.
crushing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like bishop a5.
Seems to finish the game.
Yeah.
Because b6 you have the fork.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also you have so maybe this one also worth looking at.
Oh, then bishop a5.
Oh.
Oh, just
or bishop a5 this way. Yeah, absolutely.
That's
I think with checks is more efficient. So that's good enough. Yeah. Now you don't have to see all that. Like if you just see enough to bishop f5, like you can just evaluate like, oh, I have a crushing attack. I'm in, like all my pieces are in. Black's king is forced onto the back rank. Like, yeah, that's plenty. Main thing is to see the follow-up shot because like on bishop f5, I think black here maybe can still defend like this, and it's not so
and after like bishop takes e6 and you play like king d8, I wasn't sure what to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not so simple for white. Oh, this one is hanging too. Okay, I didn't even see that. So this is also that's a problem.
Maybe bishop a5 now.
Bishop a5.
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
Okay, so a lot of these are very much about finding the follow-up shot, which is very important sometimes when you're calculating, because maybe you see the initial idea, like if you guys remember the rook takes f6 problem that we just did. It's like, okay, the first move is pretty apparent, but then seeing rook d7 check and then rook takes e7, then that definitely requires some focus. So nice job. Let me jump to the next one here.
Is it just me or someone's typing really loudly? I think it's Kostya.
Yeah.
Kostya's mic.
My type? No typing. I'm copy pasting.
There you go.
All right, this is white to play. So let's take like 4 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. 2 rooks, 2 minors.
You're not
queen.
muted, by the way.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's equal material.
All hail Anushka.
No,
All hail Anushka.
She's just like muted her laptop, not
pressure
like,
down.
Right, I got a plan.
I'm gonna mute my laptop.
Someone's making arrows. Oh, it's my name. Hello?
Oh, hey, we're trying to say you're not muted.
Sorry.
That's good. All right, okay. All right, everyone's muted now. All right. Perfect group call. Everyone's muted. Thinking about the position. Now, in general, folks, when I do calculation training at home, sometimes I'm on my own, sometimes with a training partner, what we often do, and I do calculation like maybe multiple times a week with someone, usually we spend like a good 5, even up to 10 minutes thinking without like saying anything. And then we discuss after we have calculated ourselves for some time. You really want to get deep on your own. Like you invest in the position and then discussing, and then trading ideas, because you don't want a ton of you don't want someone else to give away the answer. Basically, you want to come to the solution yourself. It's all muted. So someone else is asking about people because it's weird because all of our chats are shared. But you can only hear the respective party if you go to that channel. The W Doro says the problem is we learn new players the value of the pieces wrong. Is that so? What are they teaching about the value of the pieces? In my day, it was pawn is 1 point, knight and bishop are 3. You can say 3.5. Rook is 5. Queen is 9. And the king, it's technically has no value, it's invaluable, but in the end game, its strength is about a 4. Is what they say. But I don't know what they teach. They teach nowadays. But see, that's the thing. Okay, so the thing to understand is the piece values here are relative. They're not set in stone. So they're basically a starting point. Yeah, in general, rooks will be better than minor pieces, but there are cases where the other factors of the position certainly compensate, and then the minor piece ends up being really strong. So really close positions, knights can be very powerful, especially if they're very far advanced, on the 5th and 6th rank. If they're on an outpost, then a knight that's outposted deep in your opponent's territory, that can be worth a full rook. Other cases are not so much about the piece itself, maybe the knight is a decent knight, but it's just that your structure is extremely good, and so this allows your knight to kind of outplay the opponent's rook. So the example would be when you play rook takes c3 in the Sicilian. Usually that breaks the opponent's structure, and it makes it very unpleasant for them to handle that position in the long run. Even though it's not like your knight is necessarily an insanely strong piece at that point. It's just it doesn't have to deal with defending its own pawns. Pawns can take care of themselves. So yeah, as you get stronger, you learn that piece values are definitely relative based on what else is going on in the position. And yeah, it's one of the most interesting parts of the game. The ability to sacrifice material. Personally, I love a good exchange sack. There's nothing like a good exchange sack, I gotta say. Nothing. I had a good exchange sack in Green Key Open Just like, oh, textbook. Just like rook for bishop. I ruin my opponent's structure. Weak king. My knights hop in. Bada bing, bada boom. Check, check, check. Mate. Oh, it's gorgeous. Warms my heart. Okay, so they're thinking about this puzzle. It's white to play. This puzzle basically has one trick in it. So we'll see how they do. I'm thinking... We'll see if I don't think they're all gonna spot the idea. We'll see. Maybe hopefully one of them gets it, but I don't think all three of them are gonna figure out the trick. But they're working hard. I gotta say, I'm very proud of them. Very proud of them. I would never say this to their faces, but they're working really hard. And I'm really proud of what they're doing.
Are we coming back now?
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to say something.
Okay.
I have an idea. Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. Rook takes e7. Rook takes e7. Knight takes f6. G takes f6. Queen g4. King h8. Bishop h6. Queen g8. And then queen h4.
Yeah, and then queen d8, and then I didn't see I was having trouble.
Queen d8. There's a rook on e7 though. So we just take on f6 and win.
Oh my god, you're right. I think it's good.
Yeah, I think that wins.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see a refutation after queen h4. Can't go to g7, g6, or g5. You can't move the rook to e6.
Now, you don't have to go king h8 in that line.
But
then bishop h6 comes with check.
You can go, yeah, and then you go king e8.
Oh, true. I forgot that there wasn't a rook there anymore.
Well, then queen g8 check, and then king d7, and then queen takes... Oh, wait.
H7.
There's no queen takes.
There's queen takes h7. You can start picking up pawns. But so this is what I was looking at, because queen g4, you don't have to go king h8, which feels like success. And then so I just thought bishop h6, and I think I'm better. Like, the king's not getting out of jail.
Yeah, I think you're right then. Bishop h6.
But well, no, because there's probably is. But then I thought if the king does go king f8, because the queen g4, king f8, bishop h6, king e8, queen e8, and then I start eating pawns, then that's not like bad compensation either, because we'll get both h and g pawns. The f and the f pawns are doubled. And then when the king's moving around, it's just the question is, can we do anything with our bishop and get in? Now, because I was also worried about queen takes h7, queen g8, queen takes g8, rook takes g8, and then like bishop f4 or something, probably.
Wait, what's wrong? Oh, sorry.
Go for it.
No, what was wrong with just playing bishop h6 like right away instead of queen g4?
That's the conclusion I came to.
Yeah.
But maybe it is better to go queen d4 check, because king h8, like you say, feels pretty painful.
I don't see a way for black to do any. Yeah, I mean, because bishop h6 forces king h8, and then you play queen g4, then they play queen g8, then you play queen h4, and it transposes without the potential for the king escaping like e8, d7.
Bishop h8, bishop h6. Can we go? No, we can't. I was going to say, can we go back to rook to e8? Rook goes back to e8 after that. Oh no,
then
of course not.
Queen g4, g7.
Yeah.
I think bishop h6 is winning. Because you have to go to h8.
Yeah, that makes sense. Is there any craziness? any sacrifices or anything from black side. No. Yeah, I like bishop h6.
Is bishop h6 the same thing but
Better.
down a tempo?
What? No, because
Well, bishop
black
h6,
has to.
yeah,
Sorry.
forces king h8, so you don't play king f8. Yeah, sorry.
Right, but then bishop h6, king h8. I'm assuming queen g4. Sorry, I was typing something, but then queen g4, queen g8. I'm assuming was the line,
And then queen h4.
and then queen h4.
Oh no, but there's queen g5.
No, the bishop
No, the
will take.
bishop's on h6.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, that looks good.
Nice. All right, yeah, good job, guys. Okay, so yeah, we're taking on e7, knight f6, and then this is the key detail that we want to be able to spot. And if we don't, then hopefully in a game we would pause here anyway, even though we already calculated this line with queen g4 check, just to see like, okay, do we have any options along the way? But yeah, very subtle but huge detail that we can start with bishop h6. Because this position, I would say, like, maybe not so clear. The king runs away, and yeah, it'll be safe on the queen side, and not really clear what's going on here.
I know there's something in my hand that wants to play bishop h6 like this. Anyway, I like restriction of the king versus checking.
So that's a good instinct. Like, always thinking about which moves you can start with that are maybe even more flexible in the way, or reduce your opponent's options. And then, yeah, actually, if we're surgical all the way until the end here, then we see that it's actually just straight winning. Like, it's just no defense. Queen g4 is a massive threat. There is, okay, rook e4. I don't know if anyone mentioned.
No.
But this one's not super hard to refute.
Queen f3.
Yeah.
Rook c4 and queen g3 would kill.
No.
So
Yeah,
Can't.
it's the same thing.
Can't stop, exactly. And then king h8, this kind of key resource. Queen slides over, and there's no
Queen
defense.
h4 is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't really spot queen h4, but I was like, I feel like I'm better if the bishop's on h6. It's like
That's interesting. Yeah, you saw bishop h6 as detail, but not the let's say main idea. Like,
well, I saw the king run with queen g4, so I was like, well, I'm going to stop the king running, and then I'll figure out from there.
Good. It's interesting. You guys are all kind of finding
Different parts.
some resources and ideas ahead of each other, which is always cool. Okay. Let's do this one. It's a fun one. This is white to play.
Okay. 4 minutes?
4 minutes. See you guys soon.
Okay.
All right. I'm muted in the group. So yeah, that last one was nice. This is well-known position, Ferdy Search says. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure this one is in at least a couple books. I love it. I think it's so nice. Might be a little hard. I'm not sure if they're going to be ready for it, but I'm hoping. They've been doing good. I was coaching the U.S. kiddos this week. They were playing in the Pan American Youth Championships, which were taking place in Peru. So it's youth categories under 18, 16, 14, 12, and so on until 8, with all the North American and South American countries. And those kids are talented. I was giving them some puzzles. So like a couple days ago, I gave these guys some puzzles, and then they solved them within like, I don't know, 2 minutes or so. And then I gave the kids the same puzzles, and it was like seconds, And the kids were like not that far off in terms of rating, but they were just like, so kids are sharp these days. Kids are sharp. Now, this one's a tough one, but it's very forcing, and I think they've certainly been primed in a very forcing move. So it's kind of what we're looking at. So we'll see if they can work this one out all the way until the end. Yeah.
Hey, Kostya.
Yeah.
No, he can't hear me.
Hello.
Did you get this from CT Art 4.0?
I mean, it's a famous puzzle.
Oh, okay.
So maybe.
Yeah.
CT art. Wow, I used to that got me from like 1200 to 1400. That app, like the app of the puzzles. Anyway, it's a book, right? Originally, but
I didn't know it was a book.
Wait, what is it?
CT
It's this
CTR?
app. It's just, yeah.
Called CTR?
CT Art.
CT
Chess
art.
Tactics Art.
It's called.
Oh.
Yeah,
Sorry, I thought you
chess.
guys couldn't hear me. That's why I unmuted. But now I feel like an asshole because I'm ruining everyone's concentration.
No,
That's
it's
all good.
okay.
So it's CT art. So it's like chess tactics art, and it's a great tactics app. Very good. I highly recommend it.
Huh. I never even heard of it before.
Oh yeah, it's a Russian app. So they've got the secret sauce. I like it for a couple of reasons, but mainly because the prompts are really good, and also it gives you more than one try to solve the puzzle, which I think is really important.
And also, it gives you explanations for a lot of the wrong moves. Like,
yes, it gives you explanations. Oh, and it forces you to play out the solutions to multiple lines. So it's like you have to refute like multiple ideas, which is really good. All right, I think they're still thinking here.
So what's the main, like, rook takes c6, bishop takes c6, queen c4, and
folks, we can
like, obviously Rachel. Not king b7 because of knight d4, and like king a7, and we take the bishop. I don't know. I guess I'm missing something because I'm not sure what we're supposed to be looking for.
A rare glimpse into a streamer's mind.
Kostya's muted. If we get 2 pieces for the rook, that's better. I think is the other point. So and then if they play king b7,
then you play knight d4, right? And you win the piece, or is there something?
Okay, I thought it was queen takes c6, and then king takes, and then knight e5 check, but then king c5, and now I'm actually like rethinking my situation here.
But will they be able to find?
I mean, I didn't even consider that. I just assumed like we have 3 pieces on the like you can't even bring a defender. Like we go from 1 to 3.
Bing, 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 bing.
Rachel not believing in the line. Bloodqueen will have to convince her of its merit.
So you just like take. I mean, but I guess you're only up like an exchange, or like 2 minors for a rook. So maybe there's something more than that.
Yeah, there's nothing after king c5, king d4. Okay, it's not that. It's not a CTR tactic.
You're getting stuck on the final move of the puzzle. The king is on d4. Can they find the last move of the combination?
Wait, king c5. Can't you play knight d3?
And then king d4.
Will they see
True that.
Oh, they're so close. They are so close. They can. It is right there. Can they find that last idea?
Wait. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking knight d4. If you play king d7, I play bishop h3 or something. But
now they're turning back.
I don't think that's winning, actually.
They're losing confidence in the line.
Take
yeah, at that point, like, why not just play knight d4 and call it a day?
Like, why not play king
attacking.
b7, knight d4, and call it a day?
Yeah.
Knight d4, then you're not covering queen d7.
Are you saying knight d4 as move 1? I'm confused.
No, after rook
No,
takes
after-
c6, bishop
Yes,
takes
exactly.
c6, queen c4 check, king b7, and then knight d4. But then there's queen d7 if they want to defend.
And you still take on c6 with the bishop, no?
Oh yeah, that's true.
And you win the queen?
Um,
There's no way to save that knight, but
takes-
you're only getting 2 minors for a rook. So I don't know if we're like...
The bishop on g2 hangs, no? So rook c6, bishop c6, queen c...
queen
Oh,
c4
yeah.
check, king b7.
Oh, the...
Yeah.
Oh, the bishop does hang, though.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Queen c4, king b7, and then we take on c6.
With the queen?
Or the bishop.
I think
But
that's why there's
if we play knight d4, they play bishop takes g2.
Yeah, that was my point, but I assume rook c6 after queen c... Oh, yeah, sorry, the knight is blocking. Yeah.
I think way in the beginning, that's why I went for queen takes, but actually it doesn't work.
I missed that.
But
I missed that the bishop was hanging.
But then also there are other moves to consider as well. So like we've got bishop f1 check, bishop h3 as well. Things are just like that are forcing. So it's not just about rook takes c6. Maybe. Because I was wondering if like bishop h3 changes things, if we could, but then like beforehand, and then the bishop doesn't hang in lines, but then queen b7. And then bishop h1, king a7 might be annoying. But it doesn't really feel like it does.
House line is leading them off
I
track.
feels like it has to be queen takes c6. But I don't know why it's not working.
Nushka.
Oh, no, sorry, then later.
Yeah, rook takes c6, bishop takes c6, queen c4 check, king b7, queen takes c6, king takes c6, and then knight e5 check, king c5, and there's nothing.
Well, wait, if we play knight d4 and they happen to play king c5, we can play knight e6 mate? No, because they can go to b4. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know.
I also thought,
There's
like,
too
what if
many
we go
squares.
knight d4, king d7, then there's bishop h3, and even that I don't think is good enough because we'll just be down in exchange.
Yeah.
So, rook c6, bishop c6, queen c4 check.
King b7.
King b7.
Then what's your move after king b7? That's why I'm struggling.
Queen takes c6.
King takes c6.
King takes
I don't
c6.
think...
Yeah, 95. This is what we were looking at. And then king c5,
king
and then
c5.
there's nothing.
Can they power
It's like
through?
almost something.
It's like the most resistance they've seen thus far as a group.
I guess you can go...
Will they be able to break
You can go
through?
b4 check. That doesn't really do anything, though.
You still go to d4, though, and, like, on d4, I mean, there's just so many ways out, it feels like.
Yeah. So I guess it doesn't work.
All right, you guys are almost there. You got the right instinct. But try it. It's time to lock in. It's time to lock in.
Well, okay, there are like 3 different instincts here. Here.
Oh, right. So, yes, you have the right line up to the queen sack. King takes c6.
95 check.
95, king c5, and then
King
white's in
C5.
play from there.
c3. Blocking off b4 and d4.
Then they take
Then
e5.
they push a pawn.
Well, they can take on e5.
Well,
that's also true.
Yeah.
But okay, knight d3, king d4 doesn't... do we have any checks that we're not looking at?
We have b4, but then a takes b4. I was slightly confused about.
There's not really...
Okay, but
wait,
we can... Oh, no, sorry. We have mate.
What?
Knight on d3. Knight d3.
King d4?
Oh, king d4. Fuck.
D4.
So maybe...
It's the only line we've been looking at.
Sorry, this is why I've been so confused, because my brain... it's now 1:30 in the morning, so I'm literally like...
No, that's fine. Don't apologize. Am I stupid? King c5.
Of course, yeah, the final move is the toughest here. Because it's the farthest to see. So the brain really has to work.
Oh! Wait, is it... Wait, sorry, go.
Oh.
No, go for it.
No, you go for it.
Okay, after 95 check, king c5, knight d3, there's a wall. King b4 or king d4, you go king b2 and king d2. Yeah. And mate is unstoppable because there's a wall. Yeah. Is that it? Is it?
Yeah.
I should think it out for myself. But
is there any queen checks if we go king b2 or king d2? For example,
dark square.
Queen d5 check.
What? Queen where?
So, did you say king d4 and then you go king d2?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, they're on a light square. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hallucinated they were on d8 for whatever reason, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Rook takes c6, bishop takes c6, queen c4 check, king b7, queen takes c6 check, king takes c6, knight e5 check, king c5, knight d3. Oh, okay. Knight d3, king d4 forced, king d2, and then c3 checkmate is unstoppable.
Or king b... Oh, no, sorry, yeah, it's forced king d4.
Yeah, there's a knight on d3. King d2. On king d2, is there any... Because they have to cover c3 and they can't. Oh, hang on. And e5 is also covered.
That's nice.
And e3 is covered as well, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really nice. It looks good to me.
Of course it... Yeah. If he didn't say anything, I would have given up. That's so aesthetic. It makes a wall.
Yeah, that's so
It's really
nice.
like a little wall.
Holy fuck. That's so nice.
Yeah, nice job. Okay, so again, we were very close. Bloodqueen, like you were almost just really felt like there had to be something there, and I didn't give you guys any specific hints. I didn't say like make sure you use all your pieces. I didn't say anything. I just said like you're going the right direction. You just have to keep pushing that way. The hard part in the game, of course, is like you don't want to spend all your time going down all these different lines, right? You don't know that you're necessarily going down the right path, but the idea is to kind of like hone your skills enough so that if there is something to find, you have the confidence to know that you'll find it, right? If there is something down, because this continuation is like very tempting. This rook c6, queen c4, queen c6. So it's like, okay, when you see something so tempting, you know that if there is something to find, if there is a winning line in this variation, that you'll be able to find it. And if you don't see anything, then of course you can move on and play something else. So nice job.
I do have to go in not so long, but I can stay for a little bit more.
Yeah, I was thinking that might be good actually. I feel like that was like some
It's
deep,
almost like 2 a.m. for Matt.
that was like some deep calculation. Yeah.
I mean that's super helpful because even if I see something I'm usually too like in a classical game, I probably won't play it because I'm probably missing something. So doing this is helpful for confidence for sure.
Absolutely.
I've just flat out made the decision that in any classical games now, if I see a sequence and I can't refute it, I just will go for it.
Yeah, I think that's a good call, honestly.
Even if I think it, like I have a gut feeling it's not right, but if I can't actually refute it, then like I'll try and do it.
Yeah.
So be prepared for some L's from me and Maya.
No, I think it's a really good rule of thumb. It's the only way you learn.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys got to kind of try to trust your instincts at this point because you've definitely seen enough chess and examples that you kind of know like what a winning attack looks like and what compensation looks like. And so, yeah, if you see some tempting options, definitely it's worth going for. That's how you strike gold. It's how you get to play like really like interesting games.
Triple piece sack, queen sack games.
For instance.
Someone else in chat also thought queen g5 was an option. I was like, it's not just me.
Exclam. Best move on the board.
It's so hard because like in a puzzle you'd think this kind of thing because it's like, oh, like this would be really nice if this worked, but in a game you're like, there's no way that this is something that works. Yeah.
This one would be tough to play in a game. You would need some guts for this one.
And lots of time.
Lots of time.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, actually, I did a really interesting thing. I developed a kind of like trigger for when I was a little bit nervous about a line. Like I saw a queen sack that leads to checkmate, and I was just worried that like it wasn't gonna work. Mm-hmm. I did this thing where I would like when I was like really sure about the calculation, I would kind of like snap my fingers, and that would tell my brain that like, okay, I'm just gonna trust the line. I'm just gonna go for it. And most of the time, it worked out. Like I didn't like miscalculate. It was just like man in 3, just giving the queen.
So if we hear it out by Kostya,
yeah, I know. I'm gonna do that now.
But I think there's something too. I've definitely read about this concept of like triggers, like giving yourself a trigger that like gets you in the right mindset and stuff. So I feel like there was something to that. I don't know. Yeah, it's a lot of times a pregame thing for sure. Exactly. So yeah, you guys can steal that one. So if you're lacking confidence, but you feel like it's right, like just like try snapping your fingers, see how you feel. Also. Nice. Oh, they're going for it. Yeah, my pleasure. Great work, guys. I think like we just keep like sharpening your skills. By the time the tournament comes around, you will all be killers and ready to score some points. So keep it up. Keep it up. You're all spending like tons of time, going like training and yeah, hopefully enjoying yourselves.